Hi, my name is Alex. I'm 23 years old, and I'm in treatment for drugs and alcohol. Um, and I just wanted to talk a little bit about my experience over the past 7 to 8 years, and how drugs and alcohol affected my life, and how treatment has given me another chance. Um, I had a extremely normal childhood. I had, my parents were great people. I had absolutely no issues. I grew up in a normal home. I did well in school, graduated high school, I'm in college, um, and addiction really creeped up on me. When I was a kid, I never thought to myself, well, I'd like to do drugs when I'm older. Um, when it started about 7 years ago, and it was just smoking marijuana with a friend, and I didn't even like the feeling that it gave me, and I have done it only twice since then. And then it became taking a couple drinks here and there, high school parties and things like that, and I liked that feeling, and I continued to do that here and there. Um, and one day somebody at school told me about different pain medications, and my dad happened to be prescribed them because of a back condition that he had, and I tried taking these medications, and I just loved the way it made me feel. And I saw nothing wrong with taking these medications sometimes because I had some back issues, I had some pain, and I thought that well, if I'd seen a doctor, that's what they would have given me anyway. And I continued to do so, and for a while everything was okay. Um, but then things in my life started to go wrong. I started having problems in relationships. I couldn't be there for people who needed me. I started lying to people who I loved, and things started to fall apart slowly. Um, Within a few years, I had tried heroin, and while I did that for a short amount of time, I never thought when I was younger that I would ever be doing heroin. Um, my use, it escalated, and I started using more powerful prescription pain medications, and I suffered a lot of health consequences for it and almost died a few times. I had a serious heart infection. I had to be hospitalized for 3 months. I almost had to have open heart surgery. Um, but that's my story, and drugs and alcohol can manifest different problems in everybody's life, and I don't necessarily, if somebody else's life doesn't look like mine, that doesn't mean they do or don't have a problem. And treatment for me has been an experience that has helped me a lot. I have tried different forms of treatment. Treatment doesn't only come in one form. I've been to outpatient treatment, I've been to inpatient treatment, I've tried medical treatments, and they've all had success to some degree. It's been my commitment to these treatments that's prevented me from moving on until this point. Today, as I'm speaking to you, I have 3 months without any drugs or alcohol, and that's only been through my commitment to wanting to change. And it's not because I don't want to do drugs and I don't enjoy the way that they make me feel, but it's because they've created problems in my life that were for no other reason than for doing these drugs. And I know that I can't continue to do this and live a successful life. And there are things that I value so much more than these chemicals that I know that I need to move beyond this. And I have the motivation to do that today because I know that I value these things, and it's time to move forward in my life. Treatment is not always a pleasant experience, although its payoffs really have been quite pleasant for me. Um, I've suffered from pretty bad anxiety, panic attacks at times, and I don't experience that today. A lot of my medical problems have subsided. I don't have the severe pain that I used to have, even when I was using narcotic drugs to treat that pain. And that's only through committing to change in myself and being willing to take direction from other people, knowing that I had been trying to run my life a certain way for so long and that hadn't worked. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that I've been able to turn my life around today because I took that first step in treatment. For me, treatment's certainly not the last step. It's just the first step on a long journey. It's a jump start, and it's a journey of change that I'm going to have to take for the rest of my life. And that's something that can be very fulfilling and worthwhile, and does not have to be uncomfortable all the time, although it may have some points that are uncomfortable. So I just know that today I am much happier without the use of these chemicals, and it doesn't have to be the way it used to be. It doesn't have to be the health consequences, the legal consequences, the lying, the manipulation, the distrust, and everything like that. It can be better today, and it really is possible. And I never thought that would be the case for me, but today it is.